Hey everybody, welcome back to the best coin to shell on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is April 14, 2024. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. That's a mighty big number. If you know what it is, let me know. All right, here we are at moneymetals.com. Yeah, the markets are closed right now, but it's important to actually show you today's prices because come 5 o'clock this afternoon, well, less than 12 hours from now, we're going to see some really big movement, I believe. My spidey senses are tingling off the charts. I think gold is going to be probably $3,000, maybe $2,800 when we see the market open. Maybe silver's at $35. That's just a wild prediction, right? I could possibly be wrong. Platinum and palladium, I don't even know what to expect from those two. It is really interesting that these two metals, these two precious metals, have not seen really any movement, especially the movement that gold and silver have. Now, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $8.19. You're going to get out of there for a total of $36.30 of a quantity of 1 through 39, and they'll buy them back from you for $29.86. Now, what's interesting is I was like, well, maybe, since the incident happened over the weekend, and if you don't know what that is, well, WW3 was trending on the interwebs. Absolutely scary stuff. Now, what I thought was really interesting is that the bullion dealers didn't actually, well, they didn't stop the sales. They didn't stop selling bullion online. Because remember the silver squeeze about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. Now, I don't even remember. It was quite a long time. Maybe it was March last year, actually. There was, when the GameStop thing happened, they tried to do the silver squeeze thing, and all the bullion dealers closed up shop for the weekend because they were like, well, let's find out what the price is on Monday or Sunday night, rather, right? So they didn't shut down the shop. Now let's keep on keeping on. All right, here are the bullion sales at the United States Mint, updated every weekday by 5 p.m. It was really interesting to note that the United States Mint added, I think, more for March than they did for April when they last reported sales on April 11, 3 short days ago. So that was pretty interesting. And now here to Yahoo Finance, and there's an article from Fortune titled "Costco keeps selling out of gold bars. Experts warn rush is more mob mentality than sound investment decision," and that is written by Alicia Adams-Sizik. I think that's the name. And what's mob mentality? Just to start things off, and we know mentality is a way of thinking or a capacity to think, right? Is a psychological phenomenon that occurs when people adopt the beliefs and behaviors of the majority of the group. It can also be known as herd mentality or crowd mentality. All right, there we go. And I think we should pay attention to the language of this article. Now, let's ask ourselves, is it pro-gold or a anti-gold stance, right? What is the stance here that we're looking at for this particular this writer? Okay, and it's pretty obvious right off the bat. Now here we go. There's a modern day gold rush taking place at Costco, with the big box retailer reportedly selling up to $200 million worth of gold bars for each month, according to Wells Fargo analysis. The sales are a boon for Costco, but it's less clear if they're a win for customers buying up the bullion. Now, anybody that invests in anything, it's not really clear if it's a win for you, right? It's kind of one of those things, up and to the right, down and to the right. You just have to, time will tell. But generally speaking, I think, it's really interesting to see this kind of language be so vague for, just for gold and all investments. That's really, they should open it up and expand it because it isn't just gold, right? That's really interesting. So, yeah, they're trying to put gold in a narrow corner in a box, right? Because, oh, well, it's gold, All right, here we go. Customers have been snapping up the 1-ounce bars since last October, paying around $2,000 a pop. Wow. See, I highlighted pop because that's really casual language. Now, I think the author is trying to get in good with the reader, that's you and me, and to kind of just relax us, give us a little back rub when we're reading, $2,000 a pop, when we know gold is $2,400, right? So it's $400 more. And this came out what day? Friday, April 12th. So interesting. Now, at a time of runaway inflation and growing economic uncertainty and political instability, investing in gold can seem, all right, and like an attractive alternative to other types of investments that consumers are losing faith in. Yeah, okay, so what are those investments that consumers are losing faith in, right? So that's like, think about that. Investments that consumers are losing. A statement like that makes you fill in the investments, right? Because you're filling the vacuum when they're saying something like that, something just so bloated and meaningless. What does that mean? And what companies are they? What sector are they in? And how is the company doing financially? There's so many questions. It's just, it's awful. What a terrible article, in my opinion. All right. So the fervor makes some sense, and the desire to buy gold is nothing new. Okay, yeah, people like gold. People have liked gold for thousands of years, right? They could have said that. But real gold can be hard for the average person to buy without a significant markup if they can find it at all. Do you not know where to buy gold, folks? You see the commercials on TV, you see the ads on the internet. So why is it that they think you can't find any gold at all? I don't even get it. Without a significant markup. I mean, so you don't need know how to do your own due diligence to find out if you're getting put over a barrel for when it comes to premiums? And then here they finish that little paragraph off as Costco, on the other hand, is a reputable seller that consumers trust. So are they actually saying, okay, so Costco's a good company, you should probably buy your gold there and your silver there, right? So that's interesting. Now, it says here, but financial advisors, okay, here we go again. What kind of financial advisors are they? Are they into annuities? Are they into retirement special? I mean, there's so many different types of financial instruments out there. I think there's three major categories: cash, well, foreign, and well, anyway, I don't want to get into it, but there's three major categories of financial instruments, and there's many different types of investments, right? And there's different types of investment strategies, and with that, there's lots of different advisors out there that have different, like Dave Ramsey, that dude likes annuities. I don't know if he likes gold and silver. Probably not. Okay. So there you have it. Now there's that other guy, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He likes gold. So it just depends on who you talk to, folks. All right, it's just sad. It's really sad to see. I don't think these folks like us. They don't want us to buy gold. All right. First, they say investors must be smart about what they are buying, about why they are buying physical bars. Oh, okay. You got to be smart about why you're buying physical bars. If it's out of fear or extreme doom and gloom about the future, that's never a good time to invest in anything. Well, are they asking us to take all of our money out of the market or to stop investing into the markets? What does that even mean? I tell you, it's so vague and it's not very. They're saying, well, you shouldn't buy because it's uncertain. The doom and gloom, the FOMO. I don't know. It's just really. When economic anxiety or instability is high, the people who typically profit from precious metals are the sellers, notes the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Premiums, fees, and commissions can also drain the profit from your purchase. And honestly, folks, I went to this CFTC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Look, there's probably such a small segment of people doing what they're talking about doing here. Look at this. You can buy futures contracts using margins, which means you can control a large contract position with a relatively small amount of cash. For example, gold trades in 100-ounce contracts. If you want to buy December gold contract worth 132,170, who does that? Right? Maybe some people do out there, but that's not for the average Joe who might be reading this article, right? So that's, wow. They went really deep into the woods and the weeds on that one, didn't they? Premiums, fees, and commissions can also drain the profit from your purchase. Now, the premiums, yes. Fees, possibly. Shipping fees, maybe, but shipping could be free certain ways. And commissions, and who are those commissions going to? Can also drain the profit from your purchase. Okay, there we go. And I would imagine they could also drain the profits from when you go to sell it too. So there it is. The mob mentality. Here we go with the mob mentality thing again. Rushing to Costco to purchase gold is not done as a sound investment decision. What? How do they even know? Said Steve Azzurri, a chartered financial consultant based in Michigan. Like I said, folks, what are these folks' specialties? All right. Instead, it's more like the rush of purchasing a shirt from a Taylor Swift concert. Wow. Like I said, folks, I don't read these. I read the article headline and maybe one paragraph in, but I don't go deep in on it. All right. As a small portion of one's portfolio, gold could serve as a hedge against inflation, but don't bet the farm on it. Wow, that's interesting. It can also be very easy to overpay since the average consumer doesn't have much experience buying and selling precious metals. They act like you don't know how to do your homework. And financial planners say it doesn't have the same long-term returns that stocks have. That's nothing, though nothing is guaranteed in the future. For retirement savers, it may not be the best option. See, I'm telling you, I think these advisors are probably people who are possibly retirement advisors, right? But why would not? I don't know. It's interesting they don't say, well, you could put a little portion of your stuff in gold and silver, right? Now, it says here selling physical gold could be more difficult than buying it, said Jake Skelhorn, a certified financial planner in Florida. And the only way to make money off physical gold is to sell, whereas stocks can offer dividends. That's right, stocks do offer dividends. And well, let's be honest. Look, even if you are making money on dividends, what if the stock goes down, you know, and you go to sell it and you bought it for more than you sold it? Even if you're getting dividends, if the dividends don't cover the cost of the purchase, you're still not making money, right? So it's an investment, right? It can't guarantee anything. So for them to compare and contrast those two, it's kind of disingenuous. It's apples and oranges. But as far as investment, yeah, maybe they can compare it that way. In some cases, you might be able to sell it quickly, but that usually means you'll be getting much lower than market or spot price, says Skellhorn. I want to say Jack Skellington or who's that guy, the comedian? Skelton? Either way, selling gold requires physical delivery to the buyer, whereas stocks, bonds, ETFs, and mutual funds can be sold from the palm of your hand. That's absolutely true. And that is convenient, absolutely. But when that system goes down, nothing is in the palm of your hand except the stuff you own in your hot little hand, right? So that's pretty interesting. You can turn it around with the palm of the hand thing because, yeah, if you don't own it, well, if you don't hold it, you really don't hold it, right? Yeah, financial planners also point to the storage and insurance costs of physical gold. It's a lot easier to steal a Costco gold bar than it is an IRA balance. What is that? What? Head scratcher moment. I don't know. And then there are the tax implications. Absolutely, physical gold bars are taxed like collectibles, making them subject to a maximum rate of 28%. That's significantly higher than the standard long-term capital gains rate applied to other investments or even gold-backed ETFs. Now, if Costco's selling legal tender, is it legal tender? Is it a collectible? I think they're actually taxed at 28%, even if it is American Eagles. So that'll be pretty interesting to see how they are taxed. And I think that's one of the reasons why people buy American silver eagles over other silver coins from other countries is because it's an American legal tender coin. And not too sure. It'd be awesome to actually talk to a tax representative and who specializes in bullion sales. Maybe we can get somebody from like SD Bullion or Jam Bullion or something. Either way, let's keep on keeping on. Maybe Gainesville coins are pretty smart up there. That said, Chase notes that the long-term value of gold has increased over the past 20 years. Yeah, there we go. Some long-term perspective. We're at all-time highs. And they didn't even talk about that in this article, right? It also doesn't hurt to use gold to diversify a portfolio as long as a small percentage, say 5% or less of holding. Yowza! Wow, 5% or less. Yeah, schmidgen. Still, due to the complexity, here we go, Costco customers might be better off paying for a $1.50 hot dog and purchasing their investment outside of the retailer. I don't know, folks. What do you think about this article? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you indifferent? Does it not matter? Are you going to keep doing your thing regardless of what somebody says about buying gold at Costco or even buying gold at all, right? Costco keeps selling out of gold bars. Experts warn Rush is more mob mentality than sound investment decision. That's interesting. I'll tell you, everybody has their own opinion, don't they? Right? And then to form your own opinion, you kind of need to be educated and then to be able to make a decision. And I think that's what everybody should be doing is getting as much knowledge as you possibly can inside your dome. That way you can make all the decisions you need to and think about stuff before it happens. That way when it happens, you already know what to do. Now let's go to those plus ones, folks. This is Proverb 27:1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you know not what a day may bring. Now, I think what that means clearly is that plans can fall through, as so often they do. Now let's go here to 99.9, 39's fine, KOIN, Coinage Radio. And this is a song called Ball of Confusion. And I believe it was originally done by the Temptations, if I'm not mistaken. But it is an awesome song. It's a cover. And yeah, Love and Rockets. So that's what's happening. That's what's going down. I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. Stacker out.